The state of emergency declared by the president continued to raise political criticism from every corner. Yesterday in a video, we saw the ex-president Goodluck Jonathan criticizing the action of the president. While today, in an interview with Channels Television, a very good friend who has been defending the president during his election, Professor Wole Soyinka, was criticizing the action of the president, which was surprising because I've been waiting for him to break his silence because he was an advocate and a great support of this current government. And to my greatest surprise, he criticized the actions of the president and fought the action. My question is, who is advising the president? Because if an ex-president come up openly and criticize his action, and a friend, Professor Wole Soyinka, who has been an advocate and a strong ally, support to him during his election, and continue to trace weights behind him all those time, now he's coming out to criticize this action of the state of emergency in Rivers State. My question is, who is advising the president? Who is giving this advice? Because these are some of the people I believe he would have gone to and asked questions before taking any political actions. Let's listen to him.
In Rivers State, whom I expect to be in the court by now, because above the above the president himself, there's the law. And I expect those who are affected to take the primary step. Let me confess that I was surprised at the ease with which this emergency law, that step, was applauded and passed. And then the critical question, even within the powers of a president under democratic dispensation, there are areas of discretion. And you're quite right to point out this wholesale suspension of everything to government. I think that's an over excessive response within the rights and the powers. We're assuming now, let's say that the president is constitutionally right, but within his powers, there are also areas of discretion. And I think that the wholesale scuttling of the democratic existence in the rivers was excessive. I think it could have been managed much better, much more economically. I think the president did not sort of curb the extent. He didn't economize on his presidential emergency powers. On that issue, I agree with you absolutely. There's an issue of the Constitution. Is the president's action constitutional? And I hope the affected politicians, governor and representatives, that they test this all the way up so that we get a clearer picture once and for all. Instead of running around in circles from regime to regime, it should be possible by now for one to be able to say confidently that this action is illegal, is unconstitutional, or otherwise. So for now, we can only leave it to the constitutional lawyers to guide us. Now, the next question is it politically wise? In my view, this takes us on a slippery slope. It's not what I would have liked to see happen right now with all our struggle to attain a federal structure. The spirit of it, in my view, is contrary to the spirit of federalism. Now, I spoke very carefully and deliberately, because this does not vitiate maybe the rightness of the action. It does not establish the wrongness. But with my commitment to a genuine federal structure, when an event like this happens, I say we're back on the slippery slope. And I hope that it is tested all the way, because as I've said, we've been through this before under different regimes. It's either we have a decentralized federalist structure, or we have a quasi-dictatorial, whimsical kind of government which just panders to the political leaning of whoever happens to be in charge at the moment. So that's my take on it. Obviously, I'm going to go